This video explores the remarkable life of the Pekívер sisters, Prісцилла Hannah and Альгеріна, who were influential patronesses of the Esperanto Bible. We will examine their deep commitment to faith, linguistics, and the cause of world peace through the lens of their historical legacy. Prісцилла Hannah and Альгеріну Pekívер lived in Wisbech, Cambridgeshire. A key question driving this video is why two English Quaker women chose to fully fund the creation and publication of a complete Bible in Esperanto. The Pekívер sisters were members of a prominent banking family. Deeply rooted in the Quaker faith, they dedicated their significant fortune and influence to charitable works, social justice, and international peace efforts, rather than acting as anonymous donors. Prісцilla Pekívер was a brilliant polyglot, fluent in 16 languages. She believed that language was a vital tool for fostering international understanding, which would ultimately lead to lasting peace. Their Quaker background was the bedrock of their work. It instilled in them a commitment to spiritual sincerity, social service, education, and an unwavering pacifism that transcended national borders. Prісcilla's commitment to peace was internationally recognized. She was a key figure in the Peace Society and the magazine Peace and Goodwill, leading to her being nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize 4 times between 1903 and 1913. For the sisters, Esperanto was more than a language, it was a bridge. It enabled communication beyond the traditional barriers of language, nation, and borders, aligning perfectly with their mission to unite people. Why the Bible? For Quakers, the Bible was a fundamental text. By funding its translation into Esperanto, the sisters ensured that this core work was accessible to everyone, promoting faith and education on an international scale. The Esperanto Bible Project had a history before the Pekívер sisters arrived. L.L. Zamenhof had already been translating the Hebrew Bible in stages, starting as early as 1911. The sisters joined a mission, already well underway. Zamenhof translated based on 19th century printed editions available to him, such as those by Letteris and Bear Delitzsch. It is important for modern scholars to distinguish his sources from texts discovered later. It is also significant that Zamenhof worked long before the discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls. His translation reflected the philological knowledge and textual criticism available during his era, not modern findings. The manuscript was just the beginning. The journey to the Londonської Біблії involved a rigorous process of British revision and editorial work, meaning the final text was a collaborative achievement, not just a direct print of the original draft. The New Testament had an even different path, involving the independent work of a British Esperanto committee. The final publication was a complex synthesis of these multiple sources, unifying the work of many hands. A translation requires more than just scholars. It requires significant financial resources. From rigorous editing and professional typesetting to affordable distribution, the project needed the generous backing provided by the Pekívер sisters. In conclusion, the sisters' support was not a random act of charity. It was the perfect intersection of their Quaker faith, pacifism, linguistic expertise, and philanthropic spirit, making the Londonської Біблії a landmark achievement of their lives. Let's clarify what exactly the sisters financed. While it is a common simplification to call them the, quote, sponsors of the Esperanto Bible, the reality involves a more specific, vital role in the publication process. A common misconception is that the sisters paid Zamenhof for his translation. This is incorrect. Zamenhof began his monumental task years earlier, working entirely independently of British funding. In reality, the sisters funded the costly journey from finished manuscript to printed book. This included scientific text editing, careful proofreading, stylistic standardization, and the professional typesetting and printing of the final Londonської Біблії. The financial impact was significant. They provided around $10,000 in the 1920s, a massive sum, with a modern equivalent of nearly $180,000, which revolutionized the publication. This funding was decisive. It covered the high costs of preparation, ensuring that the completed Bible could be offered to Esperantists worldwide at an accessible, low price. Published in 1926 in cooperation with the British and Foreign Bible Society, the Londonської Біблії was the culmination of years of dedicated editing and translation efforts. The Old Testament relied on Zamenhof's work, which underwent rigorous final editing. Meanwhile, the New Testament was prepared independently by a dedicated circle of British Esperantists. Bringing these two distinct works together created the first complete Protestant Bible in Esperanto. It was a historic, monumental milestone for the entire community. Great projects require more than just visions. They need active participants. The Esperanto movement needed editors, organizers, and patrons willing to take financial risks to turn ideas into reality. Prissilla and Альгеріну Pekívер were those essential people of action. Their dedication and capital enabled the movement to transition from noble dreams to material reality. Prісцilla Pekíver was a remarkable intellectual who spoke 16 languages. She quickly recognized the potential of Esperanto as a tool for international peace and mutual understanding. Her deep-rooted Quaker faith drove her philanthropy, leading her to champion the London Bible Project and devote her life to international peace, earning 4 Nobel Peace Prize nominations. The legacy of the Pekívер sisters is defined by their unique intersection of faith, philanthropy, linguistic passion, and a commitment to global peace. They remind us that the history of a language is not just about its creators, but also about the people who create the conditions for great works to reach the world. Ultimately, the Pekíver sisters did not translate the Bible themselves, but their steadfast support made it possible. Through language, they contributed to a legacy of mutual human understanding. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Pekíver sisters' enduring influence. Their story is a powerful testament to how vision, combined with dedicated action, can foster connection and peace across our diverse world.